humans we struggle to understand. 26 million years in the formation, this mountain. 5,000 years since the last ice age. And the trees live for 5,000 years. How amazing.
The first cyclone to hit southeast Queensland in 50 years has left more than 250,000 homes and businesses without power, and its effects are expected to be prolonged.
Yeah, so we've had also had a lot of issues. You know, people ignoring the closures and going in during the cyclone and posting photos, trying to go underneath Purlingbrook Falls, canyoning down the waterfalls in Lamington on ropes and abseiling, and posting it up as not so safe cyclone activities. Many of these people are very competent, but our concern is that encourages the ones that aren't so competent, you know, and then we end up with the dramas and the rescues and a whole world of hurt for a whole bunch of people. Well, you know, Cyclone Alfred, even though it was downgraded to a low depression as it came through, has created extensive damage to the national park, to the vegetation predominantly. We've lost trees between an age of 500 and 1,000 years old. Some of the really big old trees we've lost, and that's it's like losing your grandparents. And the process of recovery from such an event is going to be drawn out. It's going to be a long process. With 150 kilometres of walking track, only accessible on foot, and extensive damage, it's going to be months, not weeks, to reopen many of the tracks. And for the ones that are really badly damaged, it could be 4 to 12 months. Some of the tracks may be closed by the time we get the funding approved, get the contractors engaged and get the work completed. And we're working hard, not just at Lamington, but across the Gold Coast area to provide alternative opportunities for people. And you wonder why we close the parks in severe weather events. We have a person a year dies at Lamington, and a visitor a year, whether that's a tree falling on them, whether that's a lightning strike, whether it's misadventure, slipping off the waterfall, and most dangerous of all are those severe weather events. When you've got trees crashing down around you everywhere, it's not a safe place to be. We're looking at a very mature Araucaria cunninghamii, or hoop pine, my favourite rainforest tree. And this is one of the forest giants that unfortunately we've lost. We think somewhere between 500 and 700 years old. Losing these veteran or these very old trees, many of them are keystones, what we call keystone species for the rainforest. So there's a whole ecosystem that's built around them. 4 days of up to 120 kilometre-hour winds and 900 millimetres of rain has unfortunately resulted in the loss of this beautiful tree. Going right back to 74 and even 1954 cyclone from the Gold Coast caused huge damage in Lamington, and it's been able to recover because the rainforest uses the gaps created when a big tree falls to renew itself. And as long as there's no threatening processes that would block that regeneration or succession, the forest will recover over time. You know, we've got 2 major resorts here, the Binnaburra Lodge and the O'Reilly's Rainforest Retreat. The benefits provided by those 2 accommodation providers has resulted in this park having the most unbelievable intergenerational connection. So people met here, romanced here, brought their children here, and now their children are bringing their children. So parents are coming with their grandchildren here. And I've worked in parks all around southeast Queensland, but none of them have this level of intergenerational connection that people have to Lamington. So you'll see woven right through the national park is the Indigenous language, the Yugambeh language. And we were so privileged that the language was recorded in 1913. And Forestry Department in the early 30s took that language and they used it to name all the features in the national park. So how fantastic to have a national park where the Indigenous language is woven right through the national park. I work in this amazing landscape every day. You get intimate with the trees and the wildlife, you know. You know the lyrebirds, even the dingoes have got names. So you get wedded to country, and when the country's hurting and needs healing, it affects you. It affects you personally. And I think that's one of the great strengths of our national park system is our rangers who care. They deeply care for the country, and like all land managers, they want the best. They want it to be available into the future.